Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And I gotta start with this from Mac Attack XRP. 570 million XRP in 1 hour. What's happening? So Ripple made this mammoth-sized XRP transfer to an anonymous blockchain address. However, data shared by XRP-focused explorer Bithumb shows that this wallet was also affiliated with Ripple. The motives behind this enormous XRP transfer initiated by the blockchain heavyweight remain unknown. However, Ripple frequently performs such transactions which result in XRP sales. So all of this XRP could have been sold for on-demand liquidity. But we really don't know where it ended up. But everybody thinks that there's no buyers for XRP. Nobody's utilizing XRP. But yet, every single month, Ripple has the escrow release. Then they lock back 800 million XRP. And it's been getting more momentum over time. Just wait until things start really picking up momentum. Wait until XRP is running on all of those rails. I think there's definitely are some forces that would like to push pause. Take a listen to David Schwartz.
I think there definitely are forces that would like to push pause. You know, one of the things I discovered at Ripple when working with banks is that the big banks, who everybody thinks like the system is all set up to favor the big banks and they've got the whole system rigged and everything. That's true, but there's like 5 big banks.
Sure.
And then there's 2,000, like your local community bank feels the same way about big banks as you do. You know what I mean? Like, because they are like constrained to use, you know, a financial system that's rigged in favor of the very, very largest. But if you're not one of those small handful, you know, they're not super happy with the way the system is either. They would obviously prefer to be higher up in the sort of financial pecking order. And so that's something that you can kind of exploit. It's surprising who your allies will be.
And that's what's going on. The big banks wanted to push pause on Ripple's technology. They wanted to push pause on XRP. And of course, the smaller banks, they would love to use something like XRP with its on-demand liquidity. They would love to take business away from those big banks. But those same big banks are the reason we ended up in the Rippleverse SEC case. Take a listen to Gary Gensler when he was back at MIT. He explains it perfectly.
And by the way, just replacing one central monopolist with another central monopolist, a lot of commercial banks aren't terribly excited about that. Maybe you're going to have to give some ownership. Maybe you'll have to give 50% of your ownership to the 20 banks that are now, you know, part of this. I mean, there are other ways to build incentive systems. Maybe you put a native token in there and you give them the native token. You know.
And JP Morgan probably told Ripple, we want some of that XRP. We want to use it for our own use, that on-demand liquidity, but Ripple turned them down.
So there may be other incentive ways to beat the current monopolist, and you know, but I, having been around commercial banks for a long time, they really are looking for ways to replace their aggregators in their back office, whether it's clearing, settlement, exchanges, credit agencies. But they are deeply understanding, because they are pretty ambitious and very good at making money as well. They deeply understand that every idea that's pitched to them is somebody who currently is small but wants to get big and gain market power. So they're also always thinking about how to ensure that there's a check to slow down your startup from gaining market power 5, 10, and 15 years from now. They don't want you to be the next clearinghouse like the Chicago Mercantile Exchange or Intercontinental Exchange. They don't want.
And that's what I've been telling you all along. They had to slow Ripple down. And that's why the whole Ripple versus SEC case started in the first place. Every time you turned around, there was a delay after delay. You know, when that case first started, I remember December 2020. I thought this is all going to be wrapped up by June 2021. And that case is still going on today. We're still waiting for Ripple and the SEC to settle on some sort of amount of money so the case can finally, once and for all, be over completely. But no matter what, going forward, XRP is not going to be a security. And that's why nothing's holding back XRP in this next run. But however, Ripple is still kind of held back while it's still tied up with the SEC. XRP isn't. That's why I think we're going to see a run very similar to 2018. This comes from Jeremy Hogan. So what happens to the Ripple versus SEC case and Coinbase case, etc. next year? Well, I wasn't sure about the nuts and bolts of it all, so I listened to a great space by John Reed Stark today. And the most likely scenario is Gensler steps down before January 20th. The new head, or interim head, sends out marching orders that all non-fraud crypto cases need to be disposed of. The litigation team looks at each case and recommends to either settle or dismiss each, and bring their recommendations to the commissioners, who then vote yay or nay. There will now be 3 rep appointed, so it will yay. My thoughts on specific actions. The Ripple case, or any case with a ruling, will be settled for the judgment amount, $125 million. It would be awkward to settle for less than what was already awarded by the court. The Coinbase and other cases in litigation will simply be dismissed. This will take some time, not January, but perhaps before summer. That's my call, and I'm sticking to it. So that would be great. Think about it. The Ripple versus SEC case can end as soon as February if that's the case. They just pay the money and it's done and over with. Let's hope for the best. But I think Jeremy Hogan is right about the Coinbase case and the other cases that are going on. Those will most likely just go away. Caroline Ellison begins serving 2-year prison sentence in Connecticut for her role in the collapse of FTX. Finally, she goes and spends some time in jail. She was probably looking at a lot more time, but I think she snitched a lot on Sam Bankman-Fried. I wonder if she also snitched on what's going on with Tether, because FTX had a lot of ties with Tether. Ripple prediction for the next 3 to 9 months. XRP ETF launch and SEC settlement may spark market rally. They also talk about a possible Ripple IPO as well. I'm not so concerned about the ETFs. I think we're going to start to see utility drive the price of XRP, and people are going to be like, we really don't need those ETFs. Right now, the reason everybody is so up in arms over the ETFs is because the price has been going sideways for such a long period of time. So anything that could potentially bring value to XRP, everybody is all for it. But the Bitcoin maxis don't even like the idea of the BlackRock ETF anymore. Sure, you see those people posting all over X, this is so bullish. But when you talk to somebody that holds Bitcoin, that's an OG Bitcoin holder, they don't really like the idea of BlackRock getting involved with Bitcoin. They would have rather see it not happen at all. They still think the price would be much higher right now on Bitcoin. But the Ripple IPO, that could be very big for the price of XRP. A lot of people said expect the $6 to $10 XRP just because of the Ripple IPO. Then beyond that, we start to look at RLUSD, which XRP is going to be moving. That's going to be big as well. Detroit, Michigan, to become largest U.S. city to accept Bitcoin as payment for taxes. But not one place in this article do they mention Bitcoin. They mention cryptocurrency payments. That means it's not just Bitcoin, it's other crypto as well. And I even said, where does it say Bitcoin? It says crypto. Not everything is Bitcoin, and nobody should pay for anything related to town, city, or U.S. government with crypto. It just puts you on their radar. That's the way I look at it. UAE stablecoin regulations, a blueprint for financial innovation. One thing I want to point out here is this. While MiCA in the European Union caps stablecoins backed by non-EU currencies to 1 million transactions per day, it does not ban them outright. The UAE's approach aims to allow the use of both dirham-backed and non-dirham-backed stablecoins without any caps, but limits the use of non-dirham-backed stablecoins to payments for virtual assets and their derivatives. The CBUAE hopes that this will foster innovation and collaboration between different providers. But their stablecoin laws are going to be very similar to MiCA. And we see country after country now putting stablecoin laws in place. Where does this leave Tether? Because if they're all similar to MiCA, Tether is going to collapse out. It's just a matter of time. And it's going to hang on until the very last breath. And then all of a sudden, I think it's going to go down all at once. And it's going to be a very dark time in crypto. But any cryptocurrency that's not propped up by fake Tether value, I think those cryptocurrencies will bounce back very quick. Bitcoin and ETH, I think it'll take years for them to bounce back after the fall of Tether. Breaking, a new report from Meld Gold, revolutionizing gold on the XRP ledger. With the integration of XRP ledger, Meld Gold positions itself as leading the digital gold revolution. I want to point out this right here. Market solutions for diverse stakeholders, scrap and trade customers, improve efficiency, pricing, and liquidity with transparent assay results and video footage of gold assays. Bullion dealers increase inventory diversity and reduce market movement risk through real-time trading. Exchanges enhance trading velocity and customer visibility with access to Meld Gold's market depth. Financial advisors and accountants expand service offerings with access to Meld Gold's product range and benefit from improving pricing and additional commissions. The one I really want to point out is the exchanges. Imagine cashing out some of your crypto into actual digital gold. I think that could be a very good thing going forward. Nobody's really going to want to cash out into the US dollar. Not as long as the US dollar continues to lose more and more value all the time. But Meld Gold is bringing digital gold to the XRP ledger. It's also silver and platinum as well, and palladium coming soon also. This is going to be a very exciting time. Think about the idea of what is digital gold today. What do people look at as digital gold? Bitcoin. It's the narrative that was created around Bitcoin. But when you have actual tokenized real gold, real digital gold, that ends that narrative forever, because you could move gold around the world in a matter of seconds. Breaking, SEC Gov Commissioner Mark Ueda supports Trump's plan to halt the crypto crackdown. Ueda, likely to become acting SEC chair under Trump, suggests pausing enforcement actions against unregistered firms. And here's what he had to say on Fox Business.
Meanwhile, crypto exchange Crypto.com filing a lawsuit against the Securities and Exchange Commission yesterday in a bid to fight back against SEC Chairman Gary Gensler's ongoing crypto crackdown. The crypto trading platform filing the suit after receiving a Wells notice from the agency indicating its intent to sue the platform for operating as an unregistered broker-dealer and securities clearing agency because of the tokens traded on its platform that the SEC considers securities. But Crypto.com is accusing the SEC of overstepping its jurisdiction by regulating the crypto industry. Joining me right now is SEC Commissioner Mark Ueda. Mark, it's great to have you this morning. Thanks for being here.
Well, it's great to be here.
What is the SEC doing regarding crypto?
Well, I think our policies and our approach for the last several years have been just really a disaster for the whole industry. We have been setting this policy through enforcement. We've done nothing to provide guidance on it. And as a result, this is being shaped by the courts. And different courts have ruled different ways. I think what this Wells notice is, and while I won't comment on the specifics of this litigation, the Wells, what has gone on is part of a broader frustration with the fact that we have not provided interpretive guidance as to what you can and cannot do. And if you are involved in some sort of securities offering, how you register, how you get regulated as a broker-dealer, how you get registered as an exchange.
And you.
So if this guy becomes the head of the SEC, take notice, he says there's no path forward. He's willing to work on crypto regulations. The sooner we get crypto regulations, the sooner we are on the path to mass adoption. We will quickly get institutional adoption for XRP. It's going to push the price very fast when it happens. And I honestly think this is the new path that we are on now. With Trump coming in, a pro-crypto Congress coming in, I think things are going to get done very quick. The U.S. is going to enter the digital age. But until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.